Good morning, class 11th Commerce. This is your subject Economics, chapter number 4, Organization of Data, lecture number 2. In this lecture, we'll discuss about the basis of classification. Fine. Let's begin. Basis of classification. We have 5 bases of classification: geographical, chronological, qualitative, quantitative, and alphabetically. So first we shall begin with geographical classification. Fine. Geographical classification means classification of data is based on the geographical or locational differences of data. That means we are dividing the population, we are classifying the data on the basis of geographical areas, on the basis of locations, on the basis of different areas. For example, if I say that in particular school ABC, 100 students are coming from Patodi, 100 students are coming from Heli Mandi, 20 students are coming from Gurgaon, 30 students are coming from Paschim Vihar, Delhi. So I have classified the data on the basis of areas, on the basis of geographical locations. Fine. It can be state wise, it can be region wise, it can be district wise, it can be country wise. So classification, if you are doing classification on a very small level, then you will select only the small region. When the classification is done at the large level, you will do state wise classification or country wise classification. Fine. See, when the data classified according to geographical location or region, like states, cities, regions, zones, areas, etc., it is called a geographical classification. For example, if we take a situation that production of food grains in India may be presented state-wise. So that means, see, I'll show you the table that how we have classified the state according to the production of food grains. But before that, let's understand what's the summary of this geographical classification. What is the brief view of this classification? Suppose if I say that production of bicycles, production of cars in Haryana is 500. Production of cars in Punjab is 20. Production of car in this Kerala is 30. It is what? State wise we have differentiated. Now see, state wise estimate of production of food grains. See, first we have Andhra Pradesh. Total food grains 1000 tons, 1093.90. This is what? State wise classification. आंध्र प्रदेश में इतना फूड ग्रेन्स हुआ है प्रोडक्शन, बिहार में इट इज़ 12,899.89, इतना प्रोडक्शन हुआ है फूड ग्रेन्स, कर्नाटका में 1834.78. This is the hypothetical example. Fine, we are just assuming the things. It's not the accurate or the actual data I am showing you. Just the hypothetical situation, just to make you understand that what is the meaning of geographical classification. पंजाब में इतना प्रोडक्शन 21,788.20, उत्तर प्रदेश में 41,828.30. So according to these states, we have shown the production of food grains. If according to countries also we can show the production of particular good, according to different region we can show the production of different items. So we can show anything with the help of geographical distribution, be it state wise, district wise, zonal wise, country wise. Now see, if you are just studying in school, so you will not understand it on that big platform. Now suppose you take it after 12th class, you take admission in Delhi University, fine, and you get a chance to visit a international conference, fine. So in that international conference, people from different countries, students from different country are coming to represent their work, fine. So that means now you can compare that how much percentage of work is presented by India, how much percentage of work is presented by the students of different countries, fine. So if the distribution is there on the basis of geographical area or locational differences of the data, the classification is known as geographical classification, fine. The classification of data is based on geographical or locational differences of data. For example, I have shown you the table here that state-wise production of food grains, we have taken 5 states: Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka, Punjab and UP, and similarly we have shown the production. Now second basis of classification is chronological classification. See, chronological classification, when data are classified on the basis of time. Important word is time. When you are classifying the data on the basis of time period, on the basis of time, that classification is known as chronological classification. For example, if we say sales in the year 2000 was rupees 2 lakh and sales in year 2005 was rupees 7 lakh. This is what chronological classification. That means we have classified the data on the basis of time period, that is year 2000 and 2005. Are you getting this point? Chronological classification. Okay. See, when data are observed over a period of time, the type of classification is known as chronological classification. Fine. When data are observed over a period of time, the type of classification is known as chronological classification. That means on the basis of its time of occurrence. Various series such as national income, annual output of wheat, monthly household expenditure, Daily consumption of milk are some of the examples of chronological classification. See, annual output of wheat, that means साल में कितना output होता है, तो we are talking about an year. Year is a time period. We are talking about monthly expenditure of household. So the monthly expenditure, month is also a time period. Daily consumption of milk, that means daily how much we are consuming. Daily is also a time period. National income figures, national income is also calculated over a period of time. So this is also a chronological classification, chronological data, because we are including the time period in this. Are you clear with this point? Similarly, there are some more examples of chronological data, chronological classification. For example, we are dividing the data on the basis of production yearly or production monthly, sales yearly, sales monthly. So these are what? These are classification or distribution of data on the basis of time period. Before 1 year, your marks were just 60% in science. After 1 year, if your report is taken, your marks are 80% in science. So over a period of time, the student has improved himself. Fine. So the data can be analyzed, performance can be measured, and time period is given a significance classification. So chronological classification, when data are classified on the basis of time period. Now this is the table. See, in year 1941, production in crores, population in crores from 1941 to 1981. Clear? So in year 1941, population was 31.87 crore. In year 1951, population was 36.11 crores. In year 1961, population was 43.91 crores. In year 1971, population was 54.82 crores. And in year 1981, population was 68.33 crores. So why there is a difference of 10 years in all the time periods? Because population is calculated once in 10 years. 10 साल में एक बार काउंट होती है population. So here the difference is of 10 years. 1941, then 51, then 61, then 71, and then 81. And this is also just a hypothetical example. Fine. So 10 साल में एक बार population count होती है. We have taken the yearly example. So if I am showing the population in different years, that means classification is done on the basis of time period, and this is known as chronological classification. Clear? Okay. Let's start with our another basis of classification, that is qualitative classification. Okay. This is the classification according to qualities. Data is classified on the basis of qualities. For example, intelligence, caste, occupation, religion. Fine. So qualitative classification, this is classification according to qualities or attributes as indicated by data. For example, data may be classified on the basis of occupation, religion, level of intelligence of the population. Fine. So under qualitative classification, we have two more classification. That is simple classification and manifold classification. Okay? See here. In this type of classification, data are classified on the basis of same attributes or qualities like sex, literacy, religion, employment, etc. Such attributes, such qualities, features, characteristics cannot be measured along with the scale, as qualities or the qualitative data cannot be measured in numerical terms. It's always the quantitative data which we can measure. We can never measure qualitative data. Example of qualitative classification is that he is brown and black, he has long hair, he has lots of energy, he is clever. So on the basis of certain attributes or on the basis of certain features, we have classified a person along several categories. She is beautiful, she is pretty, she is a rich woman. So there are attributes on the basis of which we have classified a woman. Fine. So in simple classification, I will just say that there are 20% males in a particular area and 80% female. This is the simple classification. Division between male and female, healthy, unhealthy, educated, uneducated. So this is what known as simple classification. Whereas if I say that two categories I have divided, skilled, unskilled, then in skilled and unskilled I am talking about literate, illiterate, then I am talking about rural, urban. That is manifold classification. ठीक है, बहुत सारे classification आप कर रहे हो. Next comes alphabetically classification. You will notice sometimes, maybe not in school, just in your competitive exams, that sometimes your roll numbers are alphabetically. Student whose name start with A will get roll number 1. The student whose name start with B will get roll number 2. So, person whose name start with C will get roll number 3. So this is the criteria of classifying the data alphabetically. So when the data are arranged according to alphabetical order, it is called alphabetical classification. For example, if I say Arunachal Pradesh, it starts with A, will get the serial number A. Fine. If I say Jharkhand is somewhere 20s में इसका serial number होगा. Fine. So you are classifying the data alphabetically on the basis of alphabets. And it is usually followed in a corporate society, in the corporate world. Fine. See, let's see the table for the alphabetical classification. See, Arunachal Pradesh, A, Assam. So we have first considered the states whose name starts with A. Then we have taken B, Bihar. Then Gujarat, G, H, K. So A, B, G, H, K. So we are in the ascending order इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर फर्स्ट ए आता है, फिर बी आता है, देन सी डी ई एफ के हमारे पास अल्फाबेट्स नहीं है, वी हैव टेकन जी. सो दिस इज हाउ वी क्लासीफाई ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अल्फाबेट्स. नाउ लास्ट basis of classification is quantitative classification. Now see, in quantitative classification, data is classified on the basis of numerical values. That means we can measure the data, we can quantify the data. This was not possible in qualitative data, but quantitative classification or the quantitative data can be measured. Fine. So data are classified into classes or groups on their numerical. In other words, we can say that each class of data, unlike beauty or honesty, is capable of quantitative expression or can be expressed in terms of numerical figures. Height, weight, income, sales, profit, they all can be measured in numerical terms. Quantitative classification refers to the classification of data according to some characteristics that can be measured, such as height, weight, income, profit, production, etc. See, weight can be measured in kgs, height can be measured in centimeters. Classes are made on the basis of numerical value of the facts. A number of classes are framed keeping in mind the highest and the lowest value, as well as range of values in the data. That means abhi in further lectures we'll discuss about what are classes, what are class interval, how to put the values in the class intervals. So this is just telling you that how you will put the values in the different class intervals. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. So these are what? These are class intervals. So if I am saying that 0 to 10, fine, marks obtained between 0 to 10. There are only 2 students who are obtaining marks between 0 to 10. Then 10 to 20, there are 5 students who are obtaining marks between 10 to 20. Then 20 to 30, there are 7 students who are obtaining marks between 20 to 30. So 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, these are what? These are class intervals. Fine. 0 is lower class, 10 upper class. Then 10 to 20, 20 is upper class, 10 is lower class. Then 20 to 30, 20 is lower class, 30 is upper class. So these are what known as class interval. We shall discuss in detail in the further lectures. But for the time period, you should know what is quantitative classification. When classification is done on the basis of measuring units, on the basis of quantities, on the basis of numerical values, that is known as quantitative classification. Quantitative classification is purely numerical based. Fine. As in alphabetically there was name of state, fine, state or anything, but it was using some words, fine. But in quantitative classification we will not use any kind of words, just quantitative information. For example, see here, weight 40 to 50 कितने बच्चों का वेट है? 60 स्टूडेंट्स का. 50 to 60, 50 students. 60 to 70, 28 students. 70 to 80, 20 students. 80 to 90, 12 students. So completely numerical data. Fine. Weight, see now, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, these are all class intervals. Fine. Now here we complete our basis of classification. Your homework is you will define classification. Definition of classification we have done in the previous lecture, and explain the basis of classification with the tables which we have done in this lecture.